Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. I hope that y'all are doing well. Come on in the room. Come on in, come on in. I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. Come on in the room. I hope that y'all are doing well. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Nia. Welcome to the room. Double tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Share the stream out. If you're also able to do that, good morning to you and welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. This is our time where we gather together to use words to breathe life into our day, right? So if you're looking for a community that provides you with motivation, valuable insights, and practical strategies for success, you're in the right place. Good morning, Lilia. Good morning to you. Hi, Howard. Good morning. Welcome to the room. Hit the follow button if you're new here. Good morning, Aline. Hit the follow button if you're new here. There's a link in my bio for you to join the Commanders community. Go ahead and do that. I send out valuable information weekly, so why not do that? So come on in the room. Thank you so much for all the hearts. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Liz. Happy Saturday. Yay, it's Saturday. So after this, I'm going to go back to bed for a little bit. I will. I'm taking it easy today. I don't have a lot on my schedule for today. At least I don't think so. No, I don't have a lot on my schedule today, so I'm taking it easy today. Good morning, Dragonfly Girl. Good morning to you. Hi, Shell William. Good morning. Welcome to the room. Yes, Liz, I am taking it easy today. It's going to be a slow day for me, and I deserve it. I finished up my final class with Harvard yesterday, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put this computer down for today. So I deserve it. This is how I'm celebrating completing the second course. I put that time in. Now, these courses, they're supposed to take a few weeks, but because I don't have a few weeks, I really push into it like 8 hours a day, getting into the content. Good morning, Katrina. Good morning. How are you? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lilia. Thank you. So good morning. If you're new here again, hit the follow button, join the family. Also, there's a link in my bio for you to join the Commanders community. I will be sending out an email today. That I will do. I will get the information out to you all today. So if you're not yet on my mailing list, go ahead and use the link that is in my bio to join the Commanders community so you can get access to this information that I will be sending out. All right, let's do our gratitude check-in really quickly. Let's do that. Let's do our gratitude check-in. Let's do that. So drop in the comments 3 things that you're grateful for. Good morning, Lady Lola. How are you? Good morning to you. I'm thinking about doing a meetup in New York. I'm thinking about that. So let me know if there's anyone that is close to New York City. Anybody that is close to New York. Let me know. I'm considering doing a meetup in New York. But we'll see how that works out. Sometime before the summer is over, I'm thinking about doing that. Doing a meetup in New York. I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Somebody put the big 3: life, health, and strength. Awesome. So we're doing our gratitude check-in. Oh, you're in Maryland, but we'll see if I can meet in New York. Okay. Do you mean New York in the U.S.? Yes, Lilia. I'm in Long Island, very close to New York. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'll see. So you have New York. Oh, okay. You have New York in your country as well. Okay. So coming to your country, I think we probably need a year in advance to plan that. Bless you, Overseer Justice. How are you? Yes, yes. Sometime soon, Overseer. Sometime soon. And grateful. Okay, for the three P's: protection, provision, and divine peace. Awesome. I love it. All right. So I will add that to my agenda to see how best we can work out a New York City meetup for the summer. I will add that to the agenda so we can do it. Grateful for waking up, sound mind, a peaceful heart. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The big three, yes, life, health, and strength. So if you're just hopping in, we're doing our gratitude check-in. So that's you dropping three things in the comments that you're grateful for today. Good morning. What's that? Seven Hub. Seven Hub. Good morning. Oklahoma City. Okay. Okay. I'll think about that. All right. So if you're just hopping in the room, we're doing our gratitude check-in. And I'm also checking to see those who are close by New York City to consider doing a meetup in New York City sometime in the summer. Yeah, sometime before the summer is over. Thinking about it. Good morning, Jenny. How are you? Life, grace, and favor. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, what I could do, if we do the meetup, we could have like a virtual option for those who are not able to make it to New York City. We could set up like a virtual room for y'all to join in the conversation. It could work. It could work. All right, I'll think about it. I'll work the details out and see how best we can facilitate that. Yes. Okay. So the virtual option. Okay. Okay. All right. All righty. I'll add it to my list of things to work on. And yeah. All right. Awesome. Sounds good. So gratitude check-in, the three things that you're grateful for today. Thank y'all for dropping that in the comments. We've also made a promise to ourselves that we're going to be making bold moves all of this year. So I want you to reiterate that promise by typing in the comments, I am making bold moves this year. I am making bold moves this year. No discounting myself. No allowing fear to cripple me, right? No sitting in the background, staying in the comfort zone. No, we are making bold moves this year. So type that in the comments. I am making bold moves. I am making bold moves. Yes, and we're doing it this year. We are doing it this year. Yes, indeed, we are. Let's see. Coach Katrina, are you close to New York? Would you be able to make it to the meetup? Let me know. Are you close to New York City? Let me know if you would be able to attend the meetup. So I'm doing a head count to see what it would look like. But yes, we are making bold moves this year. We're absolutely making bold moves. We're going to write the book, start the business, launch the organization, move to the new city, go back to school if that is your bold move. We're absolutely doing it this year. We are. We are doing it. All right, let me pray really quickly and then we will get into the rest of the agenda. All right. So I'm going to pray the 23rd Psalm for all of us. And you can type in the comments, amen, which says that you agree with the prayer. All right. So here we go. The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. For thou art with us, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil, our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Amen and amen. Welcome to those of you who are new here. Hit that follow button. Hit the follow button. We're still continuing to build. I know that we're so close to the day of them deciding what they're going to do with this platform, but we're continuing to grow. I'm believing that we will have favor and that we will still have this platform after June 19th. All right. Thank y'all so much for typing amen. Thank you. All right. Let's go into our affirmations. For those of you who are new here, what you're looking at is the cover of my new book, The Bold Moves Manual, which is what we work from Monday through Friday, and then we do a recap on Saturdays. So you want to grab a copy of that so you can follow along with us here in the morning time. So you can purchase your copy on Amazon, or you can download the e-version of it using the link that is in my bio. If you have any questions about it, you can always send me a DM. All right, let's get into our affirmations. I'm going to read through them. You are going to repeat it to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that, which tells me that you said it to yourself. All right. So here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. And today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. Now, this is how we position our mindset so we can take the day on with a positive outlook. Good morning, Fortitude. How are you? How are you? So we're doing a check, a preliminary check to see those who are close to New York City who would be interested in joining us for a meetup. So let me know where you're located. I believe you told me before, but I forgot. Let me know if you're close to New York City, if you would be able to attend the meetup in New York City. Let me know. I believe you told me before, but I can't remember. All right, so we've done our affirmations. Oh, yes, you're close to New York. Okay. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Ah, you're in Alabama. Katrina, you're in Alabama. Okay, so I would definitely try to have like a virtual option so you all could join in the conversation for those who are not close to. I'm feeling better. Thank you. I am feeling better. For those who are not close to New York, I would try to have like a virtual option so you all could join in the conversation. All right, I will work out the details and let you all know what it would look like and when it would happen before the summer is over. All right, awesome. So let's do this. Quick announcements. Again, you can join the Commanders community. Too far. You're in North Carolina. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I will definitely try to add into it a virtual option so that you all could join in the conversation. All right. So I'll work on that and I'll get back to you all and let you know what it will look like. Okay. All right. So remember to join my community if you haven't done so yet. Use the link that is in my bio so you can stay up to date on what is going on in the community. And and get the information that I send out weekly. I will be sending out an email today. So if you want to get the notes that I will go over today, be sure that you're a part of my community. So all you have to do is tap my profile picture. It's going to take you to my bio. The very first link that is in my bio, that's the one that you're going to tap. Once the new screen opens up or the new page opens up, the very first option says Commanders Community. You want to drop your best email address there and hit submit, and that's how you join. All right. Grab the Bold Moves manual again. That's the cover that you're looking at. You can get it on Amazon. You can purchase the paperback on Amazon, or you can download the e-version from the link that is in my bio. This is what we work from Monday through Friday, and then we do a recap on Saturdays. It's mindset coaching in a book. That's what it is. You need some mindset coaching. You've been struggling with some limitation. You need strategies to overcome the mental limitations that you're facing or that you've been experiencing that has been blocking you from getting to your goal. You want to grab the Bold Moves manual. Again, it is available on Amazon, or you can download the e-version from the link that is in my bio. And join us here so you can follow along with us. All right. I do have a live mentorship session that is coming up on June 28th. You just need to enroll in the Action Accelerator to secure your seat for that live session. They are transformative. You want to be in the room, in a virtual boardroom, that is, if you're ready to develop discipline, cultivate the mindset that is necessary for you to get to the goal. I give you systems and structures and tools to get to that next goal, and you get my eyes on your goals as well. So I'm there to support you and to help you get to your next big life goal. So enroll in the Action Accelerator, which is my mentorship program. The link is in my bio for that. All right. So let's do our revisit. Today's Revisit Saturday. So we're going to look back on two of the words that we covered this past week. I'm just going to give you a brief overview of those two words, things that I want you to hold on to. All right, key things that I want you to hold on to. All right, so the first word that we're going to revisit today is adaptability. Adaptability is one of the words that we looked at. And the definition for that is the quality of being able to adjust to new conditions. A lot of people struggle with changes. So if you struggle with changes, you want to grab the Bold Moves manual, get the strategy on adaptability. Okay, so adaptability is the quality of being able to adjust to new conditions. If you find that you struggle to rebound when things change in your life, when circumstances and situation changes, if you struggle to rebound and to adjust, you need a full strategy on adaptability. Good morning, Life is Precious. How are you? Get the book so you can get the full strategy on it. I'm just going to hit some bullet points on today because we're just revisiting the word. All right. So the question isn't if change will happen, it's how you will respond when it does, because change is inevitable, right? Change is inevitable. It will happen. But how will you respond when it happens? You must have the ability to adjust your thoughts, your behaviors, and strategies to navigate new environments and new challenges. You're good. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. You're just hopping in. We were doing a preliminary head count to see who is close to New York City. We're considering a meetup before the end of the summer. So let me know. Life is precious. Let me know if you're close by New York City, if you would be able to make it. All right. Let me know. So again, it's not if change is going to happen. Okay, you are. All right. Great, 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 great. All right. So again, it's not if change is going to happen, change will happen, but you got to be able to adjust your thoughts, your behaviors, and your strategies to navigate new environments and new challenges. You got to think flexibility over rigidity because holding too tightly to old methods can keep you stuck. I know you've been doing it this way for the last 10 years, but it's time to consider something else. It's time to consider a new method, a new way of doing a thing so you can get to another level. Okay? You probably have plateaued because you've been doing it the same way. You've been managing your money the same way. You've been managing relationships the same way. But now it's time to elevate to a new level. So you got to think flexibility over rigidity. All right. You don't want to hold too tightly to old methods. I know it works, but there can be a more efficient way of doing it. There can be a more excellent way of doing it. All right. So you want to assess to see what are the things in my life that I'm holding on tightly to the old way of doing it. Right. I know there are people who still is yet to adjust to the digital phase that we're in. Because some individual, they coin it demonic. It is not. Your digital experience is based on what you cultivate it to be, right? Because everything now operates on algorithms. If you're on social media, the algorithm is going to show what you look up. So you can cultivate what you want your feed to look like. All right. So the old method is, the internet is demonic. No, it's not. It is what you use it to be or what you cultivate it to be. Because again, everything is working on algorithms now. Whatever you look up, the pixels are going to read it and that's what they're going to feed you. All right. So assess in your life to see what you're holding on to tightly to that is an old method that could be keeping you stuck. Because if you want to elevate, you got to adjust, you got to change. All right. You also need a problem solving perspective. So you can adjust your perspective and adapt to the changes that are taking place. You also need emotional agility on this journey. If you're going to make bold moves, if you're going to accomplish major things this year, you need emotional agility. You do. You need to be able to feel the disappointment because it will happen. It's a part of life. Feel the fear without letting it paralyze you. You know what? That thing didn't work out for me. It didn't work out the way that I wanted to work out, and I'm highly disappointed. But I'm not going to let it keep me stuck. I'm not going to stop here. Let me figure out another way, right, to get this thing done and let me try again. So you need emotional agility. You need that. It is so important. So you're going to feel the disappointment, feel the fear without letting it paralyze you. Because yes, starting a business, it's scary. No one else in your family has ever done it, but you're determined to build legacy for the next generation behind you. And one of the best ways to do that is to start a business. It's fearful. I know it is. And it may not work out the way that you want it to work out in the first few tries, but do not let fear cripple you. All right? Experience the emotion and move. Process the emotion and then move. Don't let it paralyze you. All right? So the power of adaptability is that your goals remain the same even when how you walk it out evolves. So my goal is to get to point C. I'm at point A right now. Let me see how I can get around point B and get to C. All right. So the power of adaptability is that your goals remain the same even when how you walk it out evolves. I shared my story that, okay, the when you're born, you have like the straight path that they plan for you. Okay, you're born, you go to school, then you go to college, then you get a career, or you marry and then you get a career, and that's how the path, societal plan for your path is supposed to go. But I shared my story that I took a detour. Before I finished high school, I had a baby, so I took a detour. But the goal remained the same, that I want to be successful. I want to have a career. That goal remained the same, but how I got there had to be shifted, right? And I shared that my shift, I had my boys really early, was creating a stronger story for me. So you may have to take a detour. You have a plan to get the house, but something happened. Like when I was going to purchase my home, I had a baby. So that was a detour for me, but I still figured out a way around it and then got back on track to purchase my home. So the goal remains the same. When you're adaptable, the goal remains the same, and how you walk it out may change because life is going to happen. Life is going to throw some things your way, and you may have to take a detour, but the goal is still the same. All right. Adaptability ensures that shifts in your environment or shifts in your circumstances do not derail your purpose or the goal that you're going after. All right. So for those of you who are just hopping in the room, we're talking about adaptability, which was one of the words that we covered. If you want the full strategy for adaptability, grab my book, The Bold Moves Manual. That's the cover that you're looking at on the screen right now. You can get a copy on Amazon, or you can download the e-version from the link that is in my bio so you can get the full strategy for adaptability. I'm just hitting some main points here today as we revisit this word. I'm just hitting the main points, but if you want the full strategy, you got to get the book, The Bold Moves Manual. Grab it on Amazon or download the e-version from the link in my bio. All right. So it's also important that you learn to pivot without losing sight of the goal. And I teach seasonal management in my mentorship program because, again, things will happen. But if you understand how to manage your seasons, you can still get to the goal. Every day is not going to be summer. Every day is not going to be winter. But if you understand what to do in winter, if you understand what to do in spring, your summer will be bright and beautiful. And I teach you how to do that, how to manage your seasons in my mentorship program. All right. I teach seasonal management because you got to know how to pivot without losing sight of the goal. Sometimes you simply have to find a new way to get to the goal, and that's okay. That's okay. I know a lot of people that struggle with changes. Like, no, it was supposed to happen this way. I know that. But things have changed. Your circumstances have changed. So now you need to adapt so you can still get to the goal. All right? All right. So stay future focused. Adaptability is a daily skill that helps you to grow, to innovate, and lead. Pivoting is quite important, right? Yes, it is. It is. It's very important. So here's how this is playing out for me right now. I'll share an example. I've told y'all that I am studying theology, right? I am studying theology, but there are some things that I have to do for my business and for my ministry. So the goal remains the same, to get my doctorate in theology, right? Because that's necessary for some future plans that I have. But for this year, the moves that I have to make for my business and for my ministry requires some additional education. Like there's some things that I need to know how to do. So here's the pivot. The quick pivot is that I had to enroll in other programs so I can get the necessary information that I need for the goals that I have for this year, the immediate goals that I have. So I have to adjust my plans, right? So put my theology study on hold for a minute, get this additional information that I need for the goals that I have to execute on within the coming months, right? So the goal remains the same. I have to get my doctorate in theology. I'm still going to get that. All right. But I pivoted for a few moments, right? For a short period of time so I can get what I need for the business goal that I have and the ministry goals that I have for the next few months. The goal remains the same. I'm going to get my doctorate in theology, but there's something more pressing that I have to do now. All right. So I hope that makes sense for you all. I hope it does. So it's kind of like understanding how to multitask with the goal remaining the same. It makes sense. Okay, great. Great, great, great. So still stay future focused. I'm still going to get my doctorate in theology, but I have goals that I've already scheduled out that I need to execute on within the next few months. So I needed this additional information, right? So I put that on pause for a minute so I can get these certificates so I can learn what I need to learn to execute these goals, right? But I still have my main goal and I still remain focused on that. So again, adaptability is a daily skill that helps you to grow, innovate, and lead. Now, here's how you're going to do that. You're going to stay teachable. If you get to the point where you feel like you know it all, you have all the answers, I don't know, but you got to stay teachable. All right? Stay teachable because nobody knows it all. Nobody knows it all. Stay teachable. Control the controllables. Anything that is outside of your control, you want to leave that alone. Leave it alone. Control the controllables. And most of the time, the controllable is yourself. I get to determine how I respond, right? I get to determine what my actions will be concerning this specific situation, right? What my response will be. So control the controllables. Anything that is outside of your control, do not stress about it. Do not try to shift it, change it, even though you know you have no control over it. Leave it alone. Control the controllables. All right? And you want to walk in faith over fear. I believe I can do this. I believe I can get to this goal. I believe I can accomplish this. I know it's new to me, but I will not let fear cripple me. No, I'm going to move on it. All right? Now, adaptability isn't weakness, it is wisdom. It is wisdom. Wisdom, I'm telling you. It's wisdom. It's knowing that while life is unpredictable, your ability to adjust keeps you aligned with your purpose and with your goals. All right, so that's adaptability. Again, if you want the full strategy, all I hit was the main points. And if the main points was good to you, imagine what it'd be like if you have the full strategy. So you can get the full breakdown of adaptability in the book. Again, you're looking at the cover, the Bold Moves Manual. You can grab your copy on Amazon or download the e-version so you can get the full outline of adaptability. Now, the second word that we're going to look at is foundation. Foundation. Foundation was one of the words that we covered this past week. And it is foundation is a basis upon which something stands or is supported. Thank y'all for typing it. Thank you. A basis upon which something stands or is supported. A foundation is the lowest load-bearing part of a building. The base, the beginning, the part that no one really sees, but everything depends on it. Everything depends on the foundation. Now, this isn't just about a building. This is about you, your life, right? The foundation of your life. If you're building on likes, on applause, on trends, instead of your calling or your truth or the principles that you hold dear, it won't last. If it's only likes or applause or approval from people that you're building on, it will not last. It will not. I'm telling you, it won't. It may seem fun in a moment when you're getting the applause and the attaboys and yeah, it may seem fun, but in a minute when it gets quiet, what are you standing on? What are you standing on? If your confidence is built on applause and approvals, or another person's opinion of you instead of your assignment, that is a cracked foundation, right? It's cracked, it's frailed. And if that foundation is cracked, it can fall apart at any minute, at any time. The structure could come crumbling down due to faulty foundation. So what are you building your life on? What is included in the foundation that you're standing on as it pertains to your life? Is there prayer in your foundation? Is there respect? Is there kindness? Is there love? Is there discipline? Is there diligence? What is included in the foundation that you're standing on in your life? Because these elements, or the foundational principles that you stand on, they will teach people how to treat you or how to handle you, and they will be what keeps you together when the storms of life comes your way, right? Yes, it is a vital thing. It certainly is. Certainly is. So understand that the foundational principles that you stand on will teach people how to treat you. They will. You know what? Part of my foundation is respect. I respect you, you respect me, right? Part of my foundational principle is prayer. I believe in prayer, all right? So these are the things that will teach people how to handle you, and they will keep you together when the storms of life comes, because it will come, all right? It will come. A shaky foundation will need to be stripped back or pull up, or however you want to describe it. Pull it up so that you can rebuild it. If you find that you've been building your life based on the opinions of others, based on likes and applause, right? If you've been building your life like that, you got to pull that foundation up and rebuild it. It's okay to rebuild. Now, in this rebuilding process, you're going to go deeper in your spiritual practices, deeper in your identity, understanding who you are. Because when you know who you are, you don't worry about who's clapping for you. When you understand your identity and the value that you come with and your self-worth, you don't worry about who's clapping for you or what the opinion of others are. You don't worry about that stuff. You don't worry about their opinion. So in pulling up that foundation and rebuilding it, you got to go deeper with your spiritual practices. Have a prayer life, have a word study life, right? Go deeper in your identity. Go deeper in your healing process, which is so important. Yes, life happened to all of us. We've all experienced something in our life that damaged us to some point or hurt us really bad that we need to heal from it. So go deeper in your healing process. All right. I need to heal my identity. I need to heal relationships, right? So go deeper in your healing process. It's okay to heal. It's okay. You don't have to stay bitter and hurt and upset because of this thing that happened to you, right? You don't have to stay there. Process the emotions like I always say. I know they hurt you. I know they did you wrong. I know they betrayed you. Process the hurt and then decide to heal from it. You don't want to spend the rest of your life in that hurt place, all right? Because when something else happened, you're so vulnerable because of the hurt that you've experienced that it knocks you further into the ground. It knocks you further into the ground if you don't intentionally heal from your past. Because as I said, life is going to happen. Disappointment is going to come up. People are going to let us down. That's just a part of our life experience. But if on top of that, you have multiple hurt situations from your past, that makes you more vulnerable. So you get knocked further down in the ground. So you got to be intentional about your healing process. All right. You got to be intentional about it so that when something else happens, which it will, you can stand up to it. You can stand up to it. All right. So that's how you build. You're going to start pulling back the shaky foundation and rebuilding it. All right. Because the thing that you got to understand is that the higher you go, because we're going after more, we want to accomplish more. We want to see and experience more. Now, the higher that you go, the more difficult the battles become. So your foundation needs to be strong enough to withstand different levels of pressure. Now, the foundation that a one story stands on, right? That level of pressure is less than if there are 3 stories. And we're trying to accomplish all the stories that are available or assigned to us, right? We're building up. And as we're building up, we want to make sure that our foundation can handle different levels of pressure, right? So think about, what have you been building that needs a stronger foundation? What have you been building? Maybe you're working on your finances, but the foundation that you started out was very shaky, right? You weren't raised with the proper financial education. So the foundation was shaky. You can rebuild that. You can now educate yourself on finances, pull up the old ideologies that you had about finances, or the old information that you were told about finances, because that was too shaky. It wasn't stable, right? So now I'm learning, as we're talking about finances, and I'm reading the book, I'll Teach You How to Get Rich. Some of you got it. One of the things that I used to wonder back in the days, like, these individuals that are very wealthy, but they don't have a big family, like, why do they need a mansion with west wing, east wing? I couldn't understand it. Like, there's only 2 of you. Why do you need such a big mansion? But now that through reading this book, right, rebuilding my financial foundation, now I understand why they had to do that. They're making so much money that they need to purchase these big homes as like a write-off, right? Like a write-off. Like, they have to purchase something with all the money that they're making. So now I understand that. Like, we're all learning here together, because I didn't understand that back in the past. Like, why do you need to purchase such a big house? It's just 2 of you. You don't even have kids, right? Why do you need such a big house? But now I understand it. It's because of the amount of money that they're making. They need to make a big purchase. And purchasing something like a house, which the value is going to grow over time. Now it makes sense to me, right? So as I am rebuilding my financial foundation, I'm learning these things. I hope that made sense to y'all. Hope it did. All right, so you got to check to see what are the areas of your life that really needs a stronger foundation to stand on. Yeah, investment. Yeah, because I couldn't understand it. Like, back in the days, I did not understand. Like, it's just 2 of you. Like, why do you need this big house? But they had to make that purchase. They had to, because of the amount of money. Because in the book, it gave the example, I believe, it gave the example for Oprah, a house that she purchased and why she purchased it based on her income for that year, and how it balanced out, right? Yes, it was enlightening for me. It really was. And this is why you got to get in a book, right? Get in a book. So now I understand it. Now it makes sense to me. It didn't in the past, but now it makes sense to me. Now I understand it, because I am rebuilding my financial foundation. There's certain things that I was not taught growing up. And again, I'm Jamaican. Like, a lot of things that's done here in America isn't done in Jamaica, right? So I'm learning these things now. So you got to identify what you've been building that needs a stronger foundation. Is it your business, your career, your relationship? You got to consider that, okay? And it's okay to rip up the faulty foundation that was there and rebuild it. Rebuild it. All right. If you find that you're falling apart in a specific area of your life, your foundation is not strong enough to handle it. So you can pull up the old foundation, the old things that you were taught that don't really help you right now, and rebuild your foundation. All right, rebuild your foundation. Okay, so here are some additional steps that you're going to take to build a solid foundation. Number one, dig before you build. So again, do the healing work. Dig into your why, dig into your identity, get all of that stuff worked out and sitting on solid foundation. Right? Don't build fast. You want to build deep. Make sure that that foundation is deep, is deeply rooted. All right? So that it can be secure, like being secure in your finances, being secure in your identity, being secure in your calling and your assignments and the goals that you're going after. And all of that you accomplish through doing the healing work, understanding your why, digging into your identity. All right. So number one, dig before you build. Again, for those of you who are just hopping in the room, you can get the full outline, the full strategy for these words that I'm going over in the book. That's the cover that you're looking at, the Bold Moves Manual. Grab your copy on Amazon so you can get the full outline. I'm just hitting some of the main points here. So if this is good to you, imagine getting the full strategy. Grab the book on Amazon, the Bold Moves Manual, or you can download the e-version from the link in my bio. All right. Okay. The second thing is don't skip the word. You can't build kingdom success on culture's blueprint. The word of God is not just inspiration, it is instruction. It is instruction that we all need. All right. So you're going to read it. You're going to speak it over your life. You're going to stand on it. Stand on it. It never fails. All right. Then the third thing is to get real about your roots. Get really real about your roots. Check your belief system. What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about the goals that you're going after? What do you believe about finances? What do you believe about relationships, right? What do you believe about these things? Check your belief system. Check your self-talk. How are you talking to yourself? When it comes to money, what are you saying to yourself? When it comes to your career or this business that you want to launch, what are you saying to yourself? If your roots are wrong, your fruit will be wrong too. So you want to check your roots. All right. So again, the three things, additional things that you're going to do: dig before you build. So dig into your healing process, dig into your why, dig into your identity. Don't skip the word. Read it, speak it, stand on it because it never fails. And get real with your roots. Check your belief system. Check it. This is also something that I teach in my mentorship program. Building strong beliefs, right? Building strong belief, a strong belief system. I teach this in my mentorship as well. I change my self-talk owing to the things you're teaching us. Awesome. Awesome. That's great. That is great. So you're going to build with intention, be rooted in truth, and ensure your foundation is secure in God. All right. Remember that storms will reveal what you're standing on. Storms are revelatory elements of life. They're going to tell you what you're standing on. When something happens to your finances, it's going to reveal what you've been thinking about your finances, what you've been doing with your finances, what your plans are about your finances, right? When the storms come and it hits your relationship, it's going to reveal to you what your thought has been about relationship, right? What your goals have been. Is going to reveal all that stuff to you. Storms will reveal what you're standing on. So you want to build strong, build secure. Your foundation matters a lot. It does. It matters a lot. All right. So those are the two of the words that we've covered this past week. Again, you can get the full strategy, the full outline in my book, The Bold Moves Manual. So grab your copy on Amazon. or download the e-version using the link that is in my bio. All right. And if you want access to these notes that I just went over, be sure that you're on my mailing list. Yes, Liz. Be sure that you're on my mailing list. I'm going to send these notes out to my community. Good morning. She got that. How are you? I'm going to send these notes out to my community. So join the Commanders community so you can get access to the bullet points that I went over this morning. All right. So you're going to tap my profile picture. It's going to take you to my bio. The very first link in my bio, you're going to tap that. Needed to hear this. Awesome. I'm happy you showed up to hear it. So tap my profile picture. It's going to take you to my bio. Tap the link that is in my bio, the very first link. It's going to open up my digital store. And the first option there says Commanders Community. It is a free community. Put your best email address there. Hit submit, and that's how you join. So you can get access to the bullet points that I went over this morning, okay? I'm going to email them out, but you got to be on my mailing list to get access to it. Please don't request to join the live. I do not do battles here. So don't request to join the live, okay? All right, so let's set our intentions for today. I want you to, hands down, each word is highly motivating and enlightening. Awesome. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate it. All right, so think about that goal that you're working on for this month. What are 3 things that you can do today to get you 3 steps closer to that goal becoming a reality in your life? You're going to get those 3 things done today. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 in the evening. Thank you so much, Miss Rosa. I appreciate it. So get those 3 things done today that will get you 3 steps closer to your goal becoming a reality. All right. If you need my help with that, you can join the Action Accelerator, which is my mentorship program, and I'll be happy to help you map out your goal and create a strategy for you to execute and get to that goal. All right. The link is in my bio for my mentorship program, or you can DM me. If you know that you need a mentor, send me a DM and I will get you connected or enrolled in the program. All right. Awesome. Let's do some decrees before we disconnect. I'm going to give you my personal decrees today. It is the weekend, so I'm going to give you my personal decrees that I use for me and my family. So I'm going to decree for all of us, and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. All right, so here we go. I decree that all things will work together for our good. I decree that the plans of God to prosper us, to give us hope in the future, is made manifested in our lives. I decree that God has given us the power to make wealth, and not many days hence we will see tangible results. I decree that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. I decree that God will supply all our needs. I decree that God will open the windows of heaven and pour us out a blessing that we won't have room enough to receive. I decree that we prosper and that we're in good health, even as our souls prosper. I decree that God will make all grace to abound and that we have all sufficiency in all good things, all good work. I decree that we have good success. I decree that we eat the labor of our hands. I decree that our case is different. We have favor with God, which gives us speed. I decree that we're happy and it is well with us. And I want you to make that one personal. So you're going to type in the comments, I am happy and it is well with me. I want you to declare that. I am happy and it is well with me. Even if you don't feel it right now, you keep saying it until you feel it. You have power and authority. Your words can shift your atmosphere. I am happy and it is well with me. Yes, I am happy and it is well with me. And here's the last one on our list. I decree that we're empowered to prosper according to the blessing released to Isaac in Genesis 26:13. We will become rich and our wealth will continue to grow until we become very wealthy. Those are the scriptures. We believe them, we stand on them, and so shall it be in our lives. Thank y'all so much for typing that. Yes, I'm happy and it is well with me. So that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today, and we understand that anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. So again, if you want access to these notes that I'm going to be sending out, you got to be on my mailing list. So use the link in my bio, the first link in my bio, to join the Commanders community so you can get access to these notes that I'm going to be sending out today. Grab your copy of the Bold Moves Manual on Amazon. Good morning, Evangelist. How are you? Grab your copy of the Bold Moves Manual on Amazon or download the e-version from the link that is in my bio. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Lilia. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you all so much for showing up. I will be back tomorrow. Good morning. I'll be back tomorrow with Serenity Sunday. We'll get our focus scripture for the week. You're welcome. Thank y'all for your participation. If you have any questions for me, please send me a DM and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have. If you want to work with me, also send me a DM and we can get you set up. You're welcome, Jean. How are you? Good morning, Teeks. How are you? Teeks, you're just hopping in. For those of you who are just coming on, I was doing like a preliminary head count to see those who are close to New York City. We're planning a meetup. Well, I'm considering a meetup in New York City. So we were doing a head count to see who's close by New York. Oh, you got halfway. Okay. So we were doing a head count to see those who are close by. Oh, TikTok is letting me do a puzzle. Those who are close by to attend the meetup in New York. Okay, you would love that. Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, I'll put the plans together and we'll see when we can do it before the end of summer. All right, awesome. Have an amazing day. I will send the email out, so get on my mailing list before I send it out. Send me a DM if you have any questions for me. All right, have a great day. You're closer to New Jersey. All right, I'll keep that into consideration. Thank you, Evangelist. All right, have a great day. Bye for now.